Harness Anyway, the improvisation show which does for comedy, featuring tonight the Greg Proops, the best person to appear on the show tonight so far. And then a man of 1,000 voices, most of them other people's, the serial impressionist Rory Bremner. Then Colin Mockery, the best person called Colin Mockery to appear on the show tonight. And finally, Ryan Stiles, the best person we could get at this short notice. Ladies and gentlemen, the contestants. We'll begin with a game called Question Zone. It's for all 4 contestants, but starting in the middle with Greg and Colin, they do a scene in which they have to speak only in questions, and the other 2 will take over from them if I buzz the original 2 out for not asking questions. Sounds easy to do, but often goes wrong. The scene is just before a prison breakout. Just before a prison breakout, away you go. Any questions?
Are you ready? Did you bring the plans?
Was I supposed to bring the plans?
Don't you have them?
Do you think I should write them out now?
Well, isn't it a little late?
What do you mean by that?
I don't know.
Have you finished your tunnel?
The one that goes under the wall?
Weren't you in charge?
No. Wasn't that the guy who was building the tunnel?
Do you know him?
Do you?
Didn't he look familiar?
I thought I'd never seen him before in my life.
Another question. Where the hell have you been?
How'd you know it was me in my disguise?
Nice man.
Warden, what are you doing here?
Do you think it's irregular if I escape with you?
Would you like to come with us?
Could I?
Can we stay at your summer home?
The one in Miami? The one in Miami? Aren't you the governor?
Yes.
Who's your favorite guard dog?
And that puts Ryan 1 point in the lead. I don't think the others are ever going to catch him. As we go into a game called Film and Theatre Styles, Ryan and Greg are going to improvise a scene in just a moment, but they're going to break into a variety of interesting film and theatre styles, as suggested now, I hope, by members of the studio audience. So anybody got any interesting film or theatre styles?
Woody Allen film.
Star Trek, Woody Allen, Dracula.
Godzilla.
Yes.
NYPD.
Tourist promotion video. You do the voice for it, don't you? And it's Kent, you do, isn't it? Yeah. Tourist promotion, very good one. Any more around here? Charlie Chaplin, yes?
Airline safety videos.
Which science video?
Airline safety.
Airline safety video, yes, good, yes. Okay, now the scene I'd like you to do, you're 2 high-tech explorers on the rim of a volcano, okay? And I'll cut in with some styles in just a moment. Away you go.
That's one big hole.
Wait a minute, let me check my high-tech device. You're right, it's huge. I didn't know you brought the... the cigarettatron.
Tourist information video.
What a lovely volcano it is.
It certainly is. Now, when visiting a volcano, be sure not to step too close to the edge.
And if you can't afford to be here, why not visit the lovely town of Bath? One of the cleanest towns in England. Clean to fit its name, Bath.
Dracula.
That was a juicy beetle. You don't often find them around a volcano like this.
I've noticed something odd. That in the reflection of the lava, you have no reflection.
Look, up there, aircraft.
Aircraft? Where? Oh, that feels good.
Hold still. Woody Allen.
Perfect. Stuck on a volcano with a fetishist.
Airline safety video.
I just want you to know that if this thing blows and we have to get out of here, there's 2 exits at the front.
Thank you very much, Will. Thank you. Thank you. That seemed very convincing, but perversely Colin wins that, and he wasn't even in it. As we go into a game called News Reports, it's going to feature Greg and Colin as news anchormen in the studio. Rory will be a reporter in the field interviewing people who come along in the story. But in this news programme, we don't talk about news exactly. We talk about the story of the Princess and the Frog. That's it, Princess and the Frog. Take it away, you two, when the news report music starts.
I'm Salty Basket.
And I'm Hoss Cartwright.
No relation. The Princess and the Frog. The princess found the frog, she went to kiss it, and then something happened. Hoss.
That's right, a very long tongue went down her throat.
Something's in my ear. I've got Des Lynham out in the field. Des, chucking it over to you.
Hi there, is that Salty?
Yes, it is.
Good for you. Right. I've got here one of the leading frog breeders of the last 10 years, in fact. Now, Henry says, so you've been breeding frogs for how long is it now?
39 years.
Interesting.
Yes, this is an especially interesting frog. Usually when a princess kisses a frog, it turns into a prince. This one turned into the frog formerly known as Prince.
Thank you, Des. Wow. Hoss, any comments on that? Turning into the frog formerly known as Prince. That's got to be a hassle.
Of course, the princess first experimented with different animals. The most painful one being a hedgehog.
Yes. Kissing the hedgehog is not always what it... Hello. Des is in my ear again. Des, we're chucking it back out to you.
Yes, I've actually just managed to track down a princess. Princess, did you have to kiss a lot of frogs?
I did. A lot of frogs.
Can I call you Diana?
You can if you want. This is the first frog that really worked for me. It was very tragic. All the rest croaked.
Back to Salty.
Well, that's all the time we have for tonight. Tune in tomorrow when Hoss tells you about our next story.
My thing's gone right into my ear. Right in. I can't get it out.
Really?
Yeah.
That's all the time we have this evening.
Going right in. Right in.
Okay, that was good episode of News Report there, one by a short head by Ryan. As we go on to a game called Picture, this is for all four contestants who like to make their way over there. There we have an old master, we've found a picture, and we've vandalised it by cutting holes in it, and each competitor has to insert his head in an appropriate hole. I don't think I have to give any more introduction than that.
All righty. Who ordered the cordial?
Here, boy.
Hey,
Up, boy.
you can't bring dogs in here. This is a non-Danish bar.
Ah, sorry, I forgot.
We're here to get a drink around here.
Hey, who's the boy in the leather pants? Nobody we've met.
Is that your dog?
Here, boy.
I had 5 fingers when I came in here.
Oh, he likes tasty fingers. Hey, you're not German, are you?
What's it to you?
If not, those leather pants are awful weird.
Who's gonna take this drink? My arm's about to fall off.
I'll take it. We just came in for the Siamese twins special anyway.
I thought I told you twins to stay out of here.
No, look at us sign on the door. All Siamese twins get drinks half off.
And tell those people behind you to stop staring.
We're not freaks.
Get out of here, we're not freaks.
I get it.
I'll take a lot of you. Arm wrestling. Right, you come to my corner of the table.
All right, I'll be right over. But first, let me serve this drink.
Why, what's wrong with that? I can't reach it either. Here, boy.
What's that?
Okay, it's in there. Thank you very much. Well done. Okay. Undoubtedly, that's the best round. That's the best round of picture you've ever done, which is no surprise because it's hardly ever works. As we go on to a game called Stand, Sit, Bend. This is for Greg, Colin, and Ryan. Now, the idea of this game, at any given time, one person has to be standing, another has to be sitting, another one has to be bending over, and if one person changes, then the other ones have to change. And it's in a Wild West saloon. A Wild West saloon. Away you go, all three of you.
Ding, 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 ding.
What do you mean, stop playing?
I'll tell you. Say, no stranger comes in here and tells me to stop playing.
I'll just say you don't know who I am. Hey, is this yours?
Thank you.
Well, I don't know who you are, mister. Who are you?
I'm Black Bob Boomby.
That's right, he is.
Black Bob Movie. Yes. The greatest gunslinger ever.
Yes.
Those some fine guns you got there. Mind if I try them out?
Nobody touches my gun.
I don't think you're so tough.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ding, ding, you ain't so tough.
Stop playing.
That's right, I'll take you on. All right, who's gonna draw first?
It's gonna be a gunfight. There's gonna be a gunfight. Hey, there's gonna be a gunfight. There's gonna be a gunfight. Hey, there's gonna be a gunfight. There's gonna be one. Ding, 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 ding.
You're probably in a bad place for a gunfight.
Get out of the way.
Can't get much more dangerous than this.
Oh, you can. Now let's see who's a man.
Wait a minute. I can't let this continue.
Why not?
Well, let me sing you a little song. All right. I can't let this continue. Ding, 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 ding. Don't you see? What? We should all learn to love each other.
Yes, I know.
Oh, right.
What?
No, I have no problem. There's no problem.
Seems like you do.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm just...
I'm filled with love now. Oh, I love you. That's what
Okay,
you
thank you
love.
very much. Well, what's that last name? We'll take it back. See you after. Welcome back, Willett. Oh, dear. I said I was going to give the points to that last game, but I was so interested in those adverts, which are really good, weren't they? Let's go on to a game called Props. Now, Colin and Ryan, I'm going to give you this item, or these items, in the time available. Where's the other pairing? Oh, there's two of these as well, look. There you go, Greg and Rory. Nice, exciting, cheery props left over from children's television. So, where you go, starting over there with Colin and Ryan. I'll buzz and get the idea.
Hello, I'm Pamela Anderson.
That's right. I'm the girl of 1,000 nipples.
Careful, Brumner. Sister ship is landing.
You keep it that way.
Salad, table 4.
One week at Ascot, we have to come in the same hat.
I don't know what's been happening. It's been talking to me for weeks.
I am from the planet of the Insectatrons. Perhaps you've seen my craft.
Haven't you ever been to a rave?
Come on, son. Try to remember where you buried Mom in the sand.
Do I have a huge spot on my forehead?
We're the last 2 members of the gay army left. Get those Germans.
I think that's the best that game's ever been played. A quarter of a point each. As we go on to Newsflash, and this is going to feature Greg Proops as a reporter in some exotic location, which is over there. Whereas back in the studio, Ryan and Colin will be kind of news anchormen taking his report. But this is the strange thing, because this is how television work, apparently. He is not in an exotic location. He's just in front of a blank screen. And the exotic location is electronically placed on it behind him. Even if he turns around, he doesn't know where he is. But you have to work it out from the questions and answers conversation he has with the news anchormen here. Nothing could be longer than that. So away you go, Ryan and Colin and Greg.
Good evening. I'm Lyle Moon. And this is a special news bulletin.
Yes, there's a late-breaking story. Greg, you're out there in the field. Exactly what is happening?
Yes, there's a great deal of excitement out here. I can't tell you how thrilling it is to be here in the midst of all of this. My heart is beating, my pulse is racing, and I can barely keep it together.
Well, thank God that heart's beating, Greg. It's keeping the temperature up, I suppose.
Yes, it is. Now that you mention it, with all the excitement going on here, I neglected to notice the temperature was as hot as it is.
Really?
What started all the excitement?
Sorry?
What started all that excitement?
I can hardly hear you. It is so loud behind me. What started it? Well, I guess a couple of days ago, a couple of guys got together and they just started going crazy. And ever since then, it's been pandemonium here. That's all I can say.
Is that what's happening behind you now?
What?
Is it pandemonium behind you now?
Oh, look at that. It's madness. Whoa! Greg, you guys.
Greg,
I'm
Lyle
sorry.
here. Greg, Lyle here.
What?
Lyle here.
Oh, hello, Lyle. How
Don't you
are
think
you?
you would fit in a little bit better if you had worn a tux?
Oh, really? Interesting. Yes, I guess it would. Oh, there goes a leopard seal. Oh.
Oh my God, what's happening behind you now, Greg?
I can barely describe the excitement. It looks like there's thousands of them, and they're going berserk.
Okay, Greg.
They're out of their minds.
Okay, Greg, what is it? Have you got a guess yet?
I think I'm at the South Pole at a penguin.
The
scores are very, very close. In fact, they're just here, right in front of me. As we go into a game called Superheroes for all four competitors, but starting with Greg Pripps, we'll decide what sort of superhero he is, and he'll decide who the next person in will be, who's Ryan, followed by Colin, by Rory, and they decide all on the line, and the game will proceed from there. So, what sort of superhero do you think Greg should be?
Impotence.
Impotence boy. It's strange we should have such a close friend of Greg's in tonight, too. So, impotence boy, and what is the problem?
Uncle Bill? That is so weird.
It's weird, isn't it? What's the global problem, worldwide problem he's dealing with?
Shortage of paint.
Shortage of paint. You're strange. Shortage of paint is the problem. You are impotence boy, Greg.
Oh, my God. There's a shortage of paint. Oh, no. Thought I almost achieved one. I guess it's just the word paint. I hope my super friends come soon. This is a crisis of global proportions.
Sorry I'm late. I didn't think I was going to be able to come. Well, you must know all about that.
You know, they say talking about it helps, but it hasn't so far. Thank God you're here, huge gesture boy.
Well, it's nice to be here. I just walked right up the stairs and here I am.
Oh, will you keep doing that?
This?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Christ.
Sorry I'm late. I was just having sex constantly. Sorry.
Thank God you're here, crap boy. Oh, God.
Oh, the paint.
Oh, gee.
You're running out of paint.
Hey, Becker, here's Scottish weatherman.
As you can see, blue skies, blue hills, and everything blue for as far as the eye can see, at least until the weekend.
You had better go. I am getting excited about the weather. Thanks. Get out of here, you. Well, now that you're off your knees, I have no use for you. Go away.
Looks like everything's okay.
Yes, everything is okay.
I'll just be on my way.
Bye-bye. God, I hope they come again. I know I can't.
Frighteningly realistic performance there for everyone, especially Greg. As we go on to a game called Animals, this is for Colin, Greg, and Ryan. They're going to be playing a soap opera, but as an animal, and the animal is cats. So Colin and Greg are two cats at home, and that's the title of it, Trouble at Home. And Ryan will come in due course, and he's also a cat. So what could be simpler than this?
Fluffy! I thought you were getting better.
I guess it's not working, Muffy. Oh, look, it's that big Tom.
Hey.
I can't believe you. He wants to see me, and you're taking all this spray.
It's not like I was asking for it.
There's enough spray to go around. Spray galore. Hey. Let's not fight. There's enough time to go around for everyone.
I bet you say that to all the kitties. That's why you get so much pussy.
Boy, I don't know which one of you I like better. You kind of rub me the wrong way. There's something about you. That sparkle in your eyes, the sharp little claws. The way you throw that tail up in the air. Show off that tight little pink butt of yours. It's something that makes me want to sit on top of a fence and howl all night.
I bet you get shoes thrown at you. He's mine, sister, mine.
I'll play with the mouse.
It's all right, he's no problem. I brought my secret weapon.
The wrong animal, thank you. Okay. No time to score that game as we go on to a game called Hats. And in this, Colin and Ryan will be one team. They have to equip themselves with a box of hats and a stool, whereas Greg and Rory are the other team. They have another stool, another box of hats. And you've got to just, by using those hats, come up with as many examples you can think of as the world's worst dating agency videos. using those hats. Starting over there with Colin and Ryan. I'll possibly get the idea.
Let me help you make that first jump.
Hi, honey. Do you enjoy long walks in the garden followed by a frenzied run into the house?
Not only am I a good date, but I can pick up 450 different stations on television.
I'm sorry, I'm a terrible judge of character.
Would you date me?
Who's gonna walk my plank?
I'm worth $4 million. I own 63 eyeglass shops that I inherited from my father when he fell into a lens grinder and made a spectacle of himself.
Looks aren't important.
You know, being a pimp, it's very hard to meet girls.
I'm very sensitive. I like to cuddle. Don't like the rain much.
This is Chris Evans is in the studio.
Been her, now I've been him.
Remember me? I used to be in the Village People.
Okay, and I shall rule that'll be the last game we'll play tonight. And adding up the points, I see that Ryan and Greg are this week's winners. So well done, Ryan and Greg. And the prize for winning is to read the credits in the style of my choosing, and please do it in the style of two super studs bragging about their conquest. So it just remains for me to thank Greg Proops, Rory Bremner, Colin Mockery, Ryan Stiles, Vic Clemens, and say good night. Good night.
Richard Branch,
Adam.
Chris Owen,
Adam.
which way?
Brian Lofthouse. Loft, way up high and a loft.
Twice.
Really? Bob Barker, Rob Baker, Claire Tucky. You know what that rhymes with?
Thorough good.
And she is. And Patterson can produce, can he?
Oh, buddy.
Welcome to Whose Line Is Anyway, the improvisation show which does for comedy, featuring tonight the Greg Proops, the best person to appear on the show tonight so far. And then a man of 1,000 voices, most of them other people's, the serial impressionist Rory Bremner. Then Colin Mockery, the best person called Colin Mockery to appear on the show tonight. And finally, Ryan Stiles, the best person we could get at this short notice. Ladies and gentlemen, the contestants. Okay. We'll begin with a game called Question Zone. It's for all four contestants, but starting in the middle with Greg and Colin, they do a scene in which they have to speak only in questions, and the other two will take over from them if I buzz the original two out for not asking questions. Sounds easy to do, but often goes wrong. The scene is just before a prison breakout. Just before a prison breakout. Away you go. Any questions?